All right, so what did you just see there? That was fuzzy blocking. Fuzzy blocking is where you can basically utilize the standing block and the crouching block to utilize different types of frames instead of basically it's like an option select, but you're like being able to block both options. That's all it really is. You're basically blocking both potential options of someone's mix-up that doesn't have the same frames. For example, Lars has a mix-up here where he can do a mid or a low here. However, the mid and the low are different frames. So it's kind of like if you can read which frames they are. For example, that mid that he's doing is faster than the low. So I'm able to block both options because they're not the same timing. You see what I mean? Now, you can do this with his entire move set here the same way because they're all really fast timings, except for that mid right there. That one's really, actually gets a 13 framer. So as long as you understand his timing to most of his moves, you can block that low quite a bit. It's not going to be like 100%, but you'll get it eventually where you'll block the low at some point. See how I blocked that low still? That's fuzzy blocking in a nutshell. I was still able to block the low and still block all his options. Now let me show you what happens when you try to fuzzy block against moves with the same frames. Let's go to Asuka. Let's go play Asuka because that's like my main character and I know all her moves and I know all her timings. It'll be easy to show you with her.
Get ready for the next battle.
All right. So, real quick, let me show you when you can't fuzzy block, when fuzzy block is impossible, when it's a true mix-up, and a true mix-up is basically something like this. Oh, whoops. That's a 20 framer. Okay, and then that's a 20 framer. So when they're the same exact timing, you can't fuzzy block these moves. It's impossible because they're the same frame. So this is when fuzzy block cannot be applied. I have to guess purely. It's a 50-50. This is a guaranteed 50-50. I can't do anything but just pray I get lucky. That's it. So that's the tough part about fuzzy blocking. That's the biggest weakness, is that you cannot fuzzy block moves like this. You have to sidestep these beasts. This is where sidestep needs to be applied, and that's why sidestep is important to your fundamental game. You need to understand what to sidestep and when to sidestep. But guess what? These moves, they both have different sidesteps as well. So now you have to read both of their sidesteps because you can't sidestep both of them to the same sides. So that's what makes these two moves of Asuka's really good, is that she has two ways to defeat you on both sides. So that's pretty good. But yeah, just an idea and a rule of thumb on fuzzy blocking and of how to do it and how to counter it as well for those who struggle against people who are using fuzzy block. I use fuzzy block all the time. And I just wanted to make a video for you guys to kind of teach you how to fuzzy block. Hope this was a video that was easy to understand on how to, or understanding what fuzzy block is all about. And just to, you know, reiterate it again, or to talk about it again, fuzzy blocking is where you consider the timings of your opponent's moves. If their move is faster than the other or slower than the other, you need to accordingly block. So for example, if they're doing a really fast down forward one but a really slow low, you can block the mid and then block the low at the same time because they're different timings. So if you see someone doing like a really fast move all day but they're doing like a really slow low, or maybe they're doing a really fast low, but they're doing like a really, you know, really slow mid, like an extremely slow mid like that or something, then you could option select and then, or whatever, you can select both. You can get basically both options and be able to block the low and the mid, or the mid and the low at the same time, as long as they're the different timings. Again, if they're the same timing, fuzzy block is useless. This is where it becomes a game of wow, should I block low or mid, or should I sidestep, or should I just backdash and get away? That's defense in general, guys, and hopefully you were able to learn this technique, and I hope to see you guys in another video. Well, I live stream every day. I've also been doing this challenge called the Mokujin challenge, where I play I random select a character, and then if I lose, I play the character that I lost to, and then so on, and I just keep getting win streaks and things like that. I stream every day. Hope to see you there, and I hope this video helped. Peace.